So today at work, I was witness to a kid who stole a gift card. Obviously, it wasn't, the card wasn't turned on or anything like that. But so I was working today and I was taking this family's order, and this family, or excuse me, this kid decides to take the credit card and he hides behind his dad while the parents and I think his sister didn't realize what was going on. And once I was done taking the order, I told the mother, "Hey, I'm gonna need that back." And I glanced to her son, and I think both of the parents were like, "Put that back." And the mother told him in private and quietly, because I didn't hear the mother say anything, but I know she said something, that that's not okay of what you did. And that's the kind of parenting we need, because if we let our kids, or let the world raise our kids, then they will end up being the next thief, the next murderer, the next teachers that are not of God but of the devil. They'll end up being the next sexually immoral man or woman. They'll end up being a transgender or homosexual or a pedophile or a rapist or a slanderist, a gossiper, a man or a woman of wrath, or they could be the next school shooter or the next mass shooter or just a plain murderer or a robber. And we should not let our kids raise up to be like that. It always starts with the parents, and if the parents don't raise the kids right, then they will become all these things that I have spoken of. So raise your children right. To anyone who is a parent that is listening to this message, don't let them be the next person that you see on the news that shoots up a school or shoots up a mall or ends up being arrested in a police chase, or who ends up grooming children or teenagers, or ends up being suicidal or depressed, or all these things that ends up being disastrous for the child that ends up growing up to being an adult. Don't let the kids raise you, but you raise the kids. Discipline them correctly, and not the way how some parents abuse their kids with drugs or abuse with their fists and words. Not to say that you shouldn't smack your or give a spanking to your kid, but you need to discipline them with punishment or ground them if necessary, because it has to start with the parent. And if the parent is a servant of Jesus, then a greater possibility that your kid or your child or your children, if you have many, will end up following the ways of God and not the ways of this world. So that's just something that I wanted to share today. May Jesus bless you.